Hey guys, it's Mad Friday and welcome back. Right, I streamed last night and for a change, it wasn't a complete failure. In fact, it was pretty much totally the opposite. We played about 20 games, mostly tier 10, and we only lost 2. One of which is the second game I'm going to show you. We've got 2 E-100 replays for you. The first one was a whole lot of fun, and the second one had one of the worst endings I've ever had. I've done something that I've been trying to do for a long time, which I saw on one of Quickie Baby's videos from about 2 years ago. The first time I've ever got it to happen. And the game screwed me over. But anyway, on to the first replay. We've got 4 E-100s and a mouse. Kind of unfair. So we've decided just to go straight into the town, steamroll. No capping, none of this rubbish. We're just going to go in, see how much damage we can do. You know what I mean. Just have a bit of fun. Yeah, so I was out for Conspiracy. Another Nico, not the same Nico, a different one. Nicodemus, not Nicodante. Watch this, watch this. Ouch. That's got a sting. AP round through the side of an ST1. And we get the fire as well. And he's out. That's a tier 9 heavy tank out already. Hate it when that happens. It actually happened to me the other day. I got 2 hit by artillery in the ST1. I was most upset. Anyway, so there's an ST1 out. Conspiracy side scraping this corner. I haven't got time for any of that. Just a bit of auto aim action. Pick up the second hit. So I've already done a fair amount of damage in this game. Ooh, look at that. Waffenträger Alpha Panzer IV out in the field. Can I eye one up? Core. That should have hit. That was aimed lovely, but the E-100 is not known for accuracy. This is a big, in-your-face derp tank. I've been experimenting with my angling in this lately. It appears I wasn't angling enough. I don't know why. But the less you angle this thing, that was a good hit. Hit his engine as well. The less I seem to angle this thing, you know, it should be more effective, but it seems to be less effective. So I've been increasing my angling in this lately, and I seem to be bouncing a lot more shots. Been playing it a bit more. Me and Conspiracy do play these now and again, and he tends to do better than me in most games. But the more I play it, the more I'm getting back into it. I used to play it all the time, but now I've been putting more effort into trying to get every tier 10 in the game, and trying to get all the masteries in the game, which has been my main focus lately, and I think that has let me down a little bit. Well, on to this VKB, good turret shot, and I bounced that. It's a shame. Right, so now time for a bit of fun. Can we get this VKB in the river? Two E-100 versus VKB, do a bit of damage to him. Can we push him in? No, we haven't quite got the engine power or the room to do it. There's the arty. Come on, kill the arty! Kill the scumbag. Oh, epic noob shot. Oh well. Got some spotting points there. Ooh. Oh, hello WZ. That's cute. What's the matter? Can't you back up far enough? Okay, never mind. Love this tank. When it works, it is so much fun. And when it doesn't work, I really, really hate it. But it's just one of those things. This is the same to me as the FV215B. I have not played that thing for a long time, but the guys persuaded me to play it. Chucked some equipment on. I had some success in it last night, so I might play it a little bit more. My problem with that tank is the FV215B. I expect it, because it's a tier 10 heavy tank, I expect it to be able to bounce like similar tanks, like the IS-7, which that can bounce, where the 215B doesn't quite have the hole that the IS-7 does. Right, so I've loaded up some heat now. That is a mouse. We are kicking this whole team's backside really hard. So now over voice chat, we're having a bit of a laugh. We decide, can we play a game? Can we play Mousetrap? Can we do it? Take a bit more health off him anyway. It's the worst thing about the mouse. He was probably driving the whole match and he didn't make it to the town before we got through. I hate that tank. I think it might improve when we get some of the other maps back, but at the minute I don't even bother playing it. Right, so can we play Mousetrap? Can we get this mouse? We're coming in from all sides. No, artillery ruins are fun, I'm afraid. But oh well, what a fun game. That was one of the most fun games I've had lately. Playing tier 10 platoons. Playing tier 10 on my own lately has been really, really tough. You only have to meet a half decent platoon on the enemy's team, and it can become an uphill struggle. Right, so I pick up a high caliber and a mastery 1, 6,000 damage, and our platoon take the top 3 spots. Happy days. And the result we should have had with that matchmaking. Right, on to the next game. Just while this one's starting, I just want to say thanks to all the new followers I got last night, and I had a fairly decent amount of viewers considering I hardly ever stream. I never publicise I'm going to stream, and to be fair, the previous streams I've done I've played absolutely terribly. Yeah, so it wasn't bad at all. Anyway, this game was my very last game of the evening, so I told the boys I'm going up the 0 line, I'm not stopping, and I'm spamming heat. The thing about the E-100, if you can get the damage done with the shells, you can make a profit while spamming heat the whole game, which is kind of not right really. In my opinion, premium rounds are there for a reason. They're there for killing things that you otherwise wouldn't be able to. Some people do use it like I'm going to here, which is, I'm kind of a bit of a hypocrite, but it was last game of the night, I just wanted to have some fun. Yeah, I think premium rounds should be a little bit more expensive for silver. They used to be only purchasable with gold, and then we got it changed to silver, and they've become a lot more prominent. Don't know what your feelings are on this, guys. I don't do it very often. This is one of the very few occasions I've spammed heat. But it's the last game of the night, and I just wanted to have some fun. Right, so we spot our first victim, a VKA. Probably didn't need heat there, but with heat I don't really even need to aim at him. Totally unfair. 4202. When he's tracked like that you don't need heat because the turret ring is so prominent and it's flat. You can bang through that with AP in an E-100. But who cares? It's the end of the night. Get some damage done. Conspiracy pushes round. Oh, he just spooned that shot. Never mind. Don't know how much these rounds are, but that was a lot of silver. Just whizzed off into the dirt there. ISA. Nah, yeah, heat's debatable for the front of an ISA. Even with his turret turned, they can be quite troll sometimes. Considering when I drive it, I get penned by anything from anywhere. So when other people drive it, they seem to bounce all the time. So here we go, there's 3 tier 10 heavies pushing up the 0 line. We are just creaming them. Death Star pushes around, don't know what he's up to. Right, so this is how to deal with an E3 when you're in a platoon. You can't just all sit in front of him, you're all just going to bounce. So one of you's got to get behind, get the damage done, and let the other boys bounce the shots. Right, so here we go. Conspiracy knows I've got the kill, so does the 215B. I can't remember who was driving that. So they push on through to get some more work done. Took an arty hit there. I've changed my equipment on this tank, and one thing I recommend for everybody to do if you're driving an E1 at the minute, E100 at the minute, I have fitted a horrendously expensive super heavy spool liner, and it makes a massive difference. You can survive 5-6 tier 10 artillery shots as long as they don't hit flat surfaces, or it's obviously an AP penetration, it's not going to help, but yeah, I recommend you try that. I took a hit from a 53-55 yesterday using a super heavy spool liner, HE shot, 0 damage, It makes such a difference, especially for fighting Death Stars as well. If they're firing Hesh, if you can angle your armour nicely and it doesn't penetrate, it will mitigate some of the Hesh splash as well. Right, so the boys are pushing on in, but I've been looking at the map. I'm on my way back. It's obvious what's going to happen, but unfortunately for some reason our Xbox Live voice chat cut out here. I was begging for help and nobody was talking.
One of our tracks is damaged.
Bounce the object there. I was lucky.
Target released.
Right, so that is really not a good priority target there. He is though. That's a nice hit on that E3. Picking up some assist points.
Target acquired. Target unlocked.
3's turning for me. Hit him, only get the tracking shot. And this is where I make a mistake as well. When I was doing this, I should have registered that guy's name. It catches me out in a minute. So there he is still. He's still alive now.
Ready to fire. Let's find another target. Enemy destroyed.
And there we go. I think he went down there. But I didn't register that. I continued to side scrape this little shed here because I think the E3 is still alive. And that prevented me from... well, it didn't prevent me from pushing in. I was a bit worried about pushing in with an E3 there, so I didn't, and it's probably going to cost me the game. One of the reasons it cost me the game. So here I go. I'm side scraping against an E3 who's dead.
Target acquired. Let's find another target.
So I'm looking at the map. I've now noticed he's dead. I'm just going to go for it, but have I left it too late?
Ready to fire.
Boys are on their way over now. I did click defend the base a couple of times, but it's not happening fast enough. Right, the timer's almost gone. I've loaded a HE shell. Right, watch this shot. One of the best shots I've ever made, and I've been trying to do it for 2 years. I fire, crit the VKB's tracks, but for some reason the grace period on the cap counter wasn't there, and I didn't reset, and we lose a game we should have won very easily. Right, so there we go. I fired a lot of heat, spammed some heat, and I still made a profit. That is what's wrong with this game. Half decent amount of damage, but I was just so happy to make the shot, the blind HE reset shot that I've always wanted to do round a building or a rock or something. Saw that on one of Quickie Baby's videos a couple of years ago. I've been trying to do it for a very long time, and I did manage to do it this time, but maybe it was just a second too late, or I got screwed over by the grace period. I don't know. But anyway, a very good night on the stream. Thank you for everybody that came along to view. Thank you to all the new followers, and I hope you enjoyed seeing the highlights. Right, cheers guys, catch you tomorrow with another video. See you later.